Hi, you guys. It's Miss Laura, and I am excited to share this website with you for your music this week. So, this website is called SFS Kids Fun with Music, and I'm just going to do a little navigation to show you kind of what this is. So, over here on the left, you'll see that you're going to learn all about the instruments of the orchestra. Now, I do want to say before I start, let me back up a little bit. You will need to make sure that you allow this if it blocks for your flash player. So you'll want to click on that and then allow it. If it still blocks it, you might have to do it up here in the actual window. But if you allow it, the flash player should run. So the first thing you're going to be looking at here are the instruments of the orchestra. So you can choose a family by clicking on strings, woodwinds, brass, or percussion. And it's going to run you through that. And then it says click on an instrument family to get started. So if I want to do strings, it shows you how they are seated. So here's the front. And so the strings are in the front, woodwinds are in the center there. The brass section is towards the back. That includes French horns, trumpets, trombones, and tuba. And the percussion is there in the back on the other side of the brass section. So you can click on any of these. And when you do that, they tell you about the brass, and you can click on any of these different brass instruments and you can hear it play.
Yeah, if she has it listed in yellow here, then I would do it.
And it gives you a little bit of a history about this particular instrument. The trumpet has been around a very long time. People have been playing the trumpet-like instruments made of conch shell, horn, wood, or metal for thousands of years, which is very interesting. Now you can navigate to read more about that. If you click on these arrows, you can go to the next instrument or look at the instrument from a different view. And you can also see it close. So there is that. And you can go through the different instruments, read about it, listen to it, and view it in different angles. Now, when you go through all of these, so you might want to do maybe like start with doing a little bit each day so you can get through the whole thing. After you get through the instruments of the orchestra, you're going to click on the music lab. And this is where you are going to get ready to experiment with the sights and sound of music. So you'll have your basics because this is where we're going to review the staff, the notes, and more. We're going to learn and work on tempo and rhythm. We're going to play around with some sounds, mix it up with a harmonizer. You'll be able to work with cymbals, and you're going to end up composing your own sound. So this is kind of cool. So you click on basics right here. It says turn on your speakers.
Oh.
So here it says, how do musicians talk to each other? How do they know what to play? Well, there's a language of music that helps them. This language is provides a way for musicians to talk to each other. So we're going to start with the basics. So you'll click start here. And it's going to show you your staff. So you're going to read through these and click on your next button.
I'm sorry, but it'll be exciting again next
Okay.
week.
And you're going to go through each one of these and learn about the basics of music or refamiliarize yourself with it. Some of you may be playing instruments, so you know some of the stuff. The rest of you, this is some interesting stuff. Or maybe you're interested in joining the band for middle school. Either way, this is a fun activity. So I would go through this until the end. You'll do each section up here by clicking on it. So when you're done with basics, you can go ahead and click on tempo. And when you finish tempo, you can go to rhythm and so forth. Okay. So this is probably going to be something, this site has a lot going on. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to have you guys work on this for 2 weeks. So you'll have 1 week to go through the instruments of the orchestra. And then I would say next week start on the music lab. And then I think the third week, we'll probably do 3 weeks of the site. The third week, you guys will do your composition. And I would love to hear what you have. The other thing I wanted to show you before the video is over is up here at the top, you do have a menu. You have a home menu, takes you to the home. And you can mess around with some of this. This is a site map. There's some different links here. There's a help section. So if you're having trouble with Flash or if there's something else you're having trouble with, there is a radio. This is where you can actually listen to some of the music. So you have to select a station from the buttons. And when you do that, it will play music for you. And you can pick which one you'd like. Right now, this is playing Benjamin Britten, Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra. But let's say I wanted to listen to, and it's telling a little bit about the person over here. And it goes through a little bit of each of these. So it's kind of fun. And you can switch through the different channels here.
Okay, so I think there won't be anything on that day to submit. So once you complete this,
and turn it off. Here's your, you can mess with the radio a little bit.
The project template, and then on day 68, that's where you take the quiz.
Here's to turn it off. Here's your volume sounds. So that anyways, you guys can go through some of this. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the site. Like I said, let's go ahead and for the first week, I would like for you guys just to familiarize yourself with the instruments of the orchestra. And I would like for you to work through all of the instruments this week. So start with the strings, listen to them, play around with this section, then move on to woodwinds, brass, and percussion. Next week, we'll do the music lab. And the third week, you will work on composing your own song. So enjoy the music for this week and for the upcoming weeks, guys. Thanks.